I'm ready, you're ready, we're on a road trip, and we're vlogging. Good old times. I think the last time we vlogged was when we went to Mexico on another road trip. That's a little exaggeration, but it does feel like a long time. And we're going to Seattle, we're going to watch some golf, we're going to the US Open, but we're also going to do something very special on Saturday, and I'll give you a little hint here. It has something to do with this white little cup. This is not going to be the first of one, it's going to be the first of many.
I have to be honest, holding this camera feels a little foreign right now, which just tells me how long it's been since our last post. But here's to starting it up again, hopefully, and keeping it up, more importantly, and to trying new things, like going to a US Open.
And what are you drinking?
What am I drinking? I keep forgetting.
White chocolate mocha.
White chocolate mocha. It's very good.
In other words,
sugary.
In other words, sugar in a sugar.
Yep.
So I was drinking a Pike Place roast from Starbucks. That's my go-to coffee. And it only recently just dawned on me why it was called Pike Place. Probably should have figured that out a little sooner.
That's because the original Starbucks is located in Pike Place, and we're at Pike Place Market right now.
And you wanted to come here for...
Surprisingly, for the fish.
So that fish throwing was one of the famous landmarks of Seattle, and one of the things we haven't done here. We've only been here a few times, but we haven't seen it, and you said we couldn't leave until we did.
So I guess we can leave.
No, we gotta watch golf. Currently in the first ever Starbucks, and both of us are pretty recent coffee drinkers. I have a cup a day. She has a cup a week, maybe?
Maybe.
But for me, this is a must stop in Seattle, a must see and a must drink.
This may be a little biased, but this is probably the best Frappuccino that I've ever had at a Starbucks. Granted, I haven't had many, and I may be a little starstruck by a building, but it's delicious.
And she's had Starbucks in Mexico and Canada and the States, probably when she was born in India, so that's a good sample size. Anyways, I'm kind of disappointed because I had the plan of actually going to the first Starbucks, sipping a Starbucks, and reading about Starbucks. I bought a book by the CEO, Howard Schultz, and I wanted to do that. That seemed like a really good moment. Somebody said it was Starbucksception. It was, but it didn't happen. We're actually sitting in another Starbucks a couple blocks away, which is clearly not the first one, but it's a lot more spacious, and it actually has seats. The other one didn't, but that's okay. Close enough. What is that?
My favorite thing in the whole world, the candy apple sugar.
Admittedly, we're doing the touristy things here in downtown Seattle. We are tourists, but really what I wanted to do here in Seattle the most, outside of watching the golf tournament, was go to that first Starbucks, because I have a problem. I'm addicted. Obviously the reason we came here was to watch golf, and we're about to go do that, but unfortunately we can't bring you along because we can't bring cameras along. Great! Where were you?
Checking out the continental breakfast.
And what was it?
There's like 3 bagels, some hard-boiled eggs, some cereal, some orange juice in this weird bottle, and that's about it.
Worth it?
No.
So it's the morning after the night before, and I didn't actually want to finish this vlog because it's a little embarrassing. I had waited a year to go to this golf tournament, spent a lot of money on the tickets a year ago, on the hotel, on the meals, on planning to spend it on merchandise and food and all that kind of stuff. And you know, it was an expensive weekend, and it was all supposed to be worth it. In the end, we left early before the tournament was over, before the champion was crowned. There were 2 things. One thing, I got sunscreen in my eye and basically went blind in my left eye for most of the day, and the sun, which we were out in, started aggravating it, and so I couldn't open my eyes at the golf tournament. Was in the first aid tent a couple times to get it flushed and get some drops, but I was strongly advised to stay out of the sun after that, and I would have stayed and watched against the advice if it wasn't for the heat stroke that I ended up getting, despite all my precautions of staying hydrated and carb loading the day before, and getting 10 hours sleep, and dressing appropriately, and everything that you should do didn't matter. Ended up leaving at 5 o'clock. Tournament ended at like 7:30. Missed the last two groups. Finish up and missed the champion Jordan Spieth get crowned, and so didn't really want to talk about it, but figured, hey, that's what happened, and we're documenting real life. So feeling a bit better today. Still have a migraine, still getting the sweats, but that's life, I guess.